You got a couple of minutes, right? You're golfing tomorrow morning in the company day, right? You haven't had time to practice. A couple of these. There you are. You'll certainly be able to know if your back's healed well, if your hips and your knees are going to allow you into the correct position. Hi everyone, Murdoch here, hope you're well. Now the Plum Bob Drill, I've done it before and it's a drill that I use on a very regular basis because over time you subconsciously develop the importance of being in this good position with your body through impact. The torque, the strains, the discomforts that are required to hold these angles. It trains your body to be more capable. It also puts your focus as a golfer where it should be, and that's on a quality impact dynamic. Driver, because it's on the first tee. Most people pull out the driver that play weekly and maybe don't have the opportunity to practice. This is a really good drill for you guys, but soon you'll be able to do it at home or in the office. So here we go again. This is what you've got to avoid. My clients, I've seen many, they're coming up like this, looking, because of flexibility issues, looking, or dropping the club down here. Can you see how you might start similar to that, as your range of motion may not be the best? But can you just see how doing it incorrectly or not fully paying attention, how I'm just encouraging the wrong path? I'm encouraging that horrible lean in, one of the biggest issues with amateur golf, to create pulls and slices and poor striking, big divots. A number of faults come just from that one thing alone. Okay, so here we go. So I got a driver. Now this ball position one is important because this is what I associate being the base of a wall I talk about, where with a driver you'll position the ball there or thereabouts. 9 out of 10 golfers have it just inside the heel with a stance shoulder width. I'd say pretty good. Go down the handle slightly. If you don't feel you're hugely flexible, you can train your body to maintain these great angles. So get reassurance that that horrible, uncomfortable feeling as a golfing stretch, you can see the difficulty of the game and why pros have to practice so much to maintain that super high quality of golf level. But you can see that it's uncomfortable to be good. It's not natural, but it is. If we find the right thing to think of, and that's holding the angles, always go down to summarizing the swing as simply as possible. That's why everyone's working on their setup and then going from there. Can you see, in order for me to handshake, the rest of the body's in a very good position, but it's observations. We don't have to think of kicking in the right knee, straightening the left leg. These are things byproducts. These are byproducts of a good swing from just understanding the simple formula, the simple root cause to put you in this position. So like I said, ball's a distraction. The club's a distraction when you swing it. So when you do the drill, pinch, finger and thumb at the top. Pause and think about the feeling of being behind it as it relates to the forward ball position for a sweeping action through impact. Here we are. Arm stays high. Turn under. There it is. Pinching, stretching, stretching, stretching. Hold it, hold it, hold it. And then down. You now have warmed up your muscles relative to a good swing where it matters through the impact dynamic. You can then perform this subconsciously in your head. You know the feeling, you can relate to it. So with no club, you're in the office, boss isn't looking, or you've gone to the little staff room there to boil a kettle. You've got a couple of minutes, right? You're golfing tomorrow morning in the company day, right? You haven't had time to practice. A couple of these. There you are. You'll certainly be able to know if your back's healed well, if your hips and your knees are going to allow you into the correct position before you encourage faults to develop if you haven't finished healing from a rest period. So really good. There you are. Boom. You can piece the swing together. Down the line. Eyes stay on the carpet. Turn through. Feel how dynamic that is. Imagine now, as you go through impact, how good that would be in terms of getting repeatable, solid, compressed striking. Anyway, hope that helps. Thumbs up if you enjoyed. Comment down below if you feel like you have any questions. Thanks for watching. I look forward to seeing you soon. Take care.